Hey y'all, welcome back to Real Raw and Sweet Tarot. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning member to the Soul Tribe, welcome back. Sagittarius, this is your reading. Big Sag, never the little one. Before I forget, we're going to give you guys a quote from the Seasons of the Zodiac book. When I pull this book out, y'all know it's time. Like, y'all know it's y'all season, okay? I usually only read from this book when it's like the beginning. Why did I go right to y'all page? Say that's not meant to be. That was crazy. But I usually only read from this book when it's like the beginning of someone's sign, okay? So, I mean, I am like a little bit late because it did start November 22nd, but still. Yeah, and let's just read the intro to see what all your season is about, just real quick. There is a break in the storm. The dark and the tempestuous rain clouds begin to clear, and a rainbow emerges in the distance. Sagittarius season arrives on the scene casually late with the party steamers in hand. Finally, we get to feel relief, promise, and hope after enduring a few dark nights of the soul during Scorpio season. And that's why they say that the retrograde all throughout November, it was from November 1st to November 29th. There could have been like a lot of things kicking everybody's ass. Like, there were so many things that you had to learn and unlearn about yourself. There were so many things that you had to change, or so many tests that everybody had to pass. So those are the dark nights of the soul. But Scorpio season gifted us many opportunities to learn lessons, like I just said, about our life path and what's been holding us back. Now it's time to apply our newfound wisdom, optimistic and seemingly carefree. Sagittarius season is always up for an adventure and eager to live life to the fullest. Yes, y'all are. When y'all have gone to hell and back, it makes it a little easier to take a risk. And I feel like that's super true. A lot of you guys could be daredevils or like go-getters. It's like you don't have to think twice about shit. You're just like, I'm gonna just go do it. And I just want to, I'm not going to read all of this. I'm just going to say the top 3 things. Self-care tips for your season. Take a trip. Book yourself a trip for your birthday season. Okay, Sagittarius, like, book yourself a trip. Get out of your hometown. Get out of your comfort zone. Go sightseeing. A lot of you guys could like to travel anyways. The second one is learn a new skill. So the intro line is Sagittarius is known for a thirst of knowledge. So if you like to learn new things, go do something new. Rug making is becoming really popular. So if you would ever like to go make a rug, look that up in your area because they might do it. And last but not least is a gratitude list. Okay, so just what you're thankful for, make a list of that. Okay, and there's just so much more. Like, it's tips on your love life, how you should interact with people in your love life, how they understand you, different ways how your specific sign should like manifest in things. Like, this book, y'all, I'm telling y'all, it tells you a specific prayer for your sign. I'm telling you, like, get this book. It's everything. But let's get into the reading. We're going to start our reading off with the what lies beneath. Okay, what is being hidden from you, what lies beneath, what you're not seeing so clearly, or what people don't want you to know. For Sagittarius, what do they need to know, see, here for December? Getting played, manipulation, lies, control. Whew. Y'all, when we dive further into these cards with the tarot, it'll tell us who it is, what's going on, when you met the person. Divorce, breaking up, contract. Yeah, okay, if I was getting played, yeah, I want a divorce. Yeah, give me the scissors where I'm chopping up everything. Your credit cards, this last name off of my name. Some of you guys could be getting a divorce or just breaking up with somebody if you're not literally married. Anger management. Somebody needs anger management classes, okay? What else? What else for Sagittarius? Burning evidence. What's up with, you could be dealing with another fire sign, an Aries or a Leo, because there's so many flames on these cards. What else? All right. We have trash, throwing away, getting rid of, tossing things out. Okay, so that's coming out right after burning evidence. So what got burnt? Y'all, I can't wait to dive further into this. Insecure. And then last but not least, we have bank failure. So did you get a divorce from somebody and now they're trying to take all your money? I'm hearing alimony. Okay, let's see. Y'all ever seen the movie Acrimony? Because that is what this reading, this spread so far is making me feel. And along with anger management, let's see, what's getting played? What's getting played for Sagittarius? Who's getting played? Who got played? Who thought they were manipulating? Strength card. What did I just say? You could be dealing with another. Quit playing with me. I just said you could be dealing with another fire sign. This is Leo energy, so you could be dealing with a Leo. A lot of you guys feel like you're too strong, or your inner wisdom is too wise for you to have got played. And I feel like those of you that did, this is your energy, the strength coming out. You have the inner compassion to forgive yourself. I feel like that's what a lot of people don't do. They get cheated on and they beat themselves up. And like, they allow the person so much power when they say like, what did I do wrong? Like, what was wrong with me? I didn't offer enough. You're like, no, fuck that. I forgive myself because I wasn't the cheater. Somebody cheated on me. And I was the one being faithful throughout the long run. So I can't do anything but be strong and forgive myself. And then you have the Fool at the bottom of the deck. 2 major arcanas. You know you had to be strong for you. You had to pull yourself together because you had no other choice. You had no other choice. And then this Fool energy coming out is like, I'm excited for my new beginning because what? You thought I was going to stay down? You thought I was going to be sad? No, no, no. We can't do that. What else was getting played? Lies, control. Sag, you want to know what I think? Somebody thought they were going to play you. Look, and then you have the Death in the reverse. Water sign energy. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer. There is somebody that's trying to avoid a rebirth. Like somebody's trying to avoid change. And it's not up to you to change this person. If they're not ready to evolve, that's not up to you. Okay? Page of Cups here. And then the Justice card coming out after it. Come on now, Sag. You have been voicing yourself time and time again how things aren't fair, how you want to be treated fairly. But also the Justice card is about truth. So I feel like you finally express your truth to somebody. Like you feel like you're getting played. You feel like somebody is always lying to you or they're trying to constantly control situations. And that's not fair to you. I feel like you finally were able to voice your emotions in a very strategical, fair way because you know how to be fair, while I feel like this person doesn't, and they try to avoid that. The truth finally came out. So if somebody was lying to you about something, about how they were playing you, how they were trying to control a situation, whatever they were doing, the truth finally came out and things are going in your favor. What's divorce? What's divorce? I'm not going to try to spend super long on all these cards, y'all, because I did want to get into one last deck so we can get specifics. So let's see. For divorce, the World in the reverse. Somebody feels like things aren't truly over with y'all. So I don't know if somebody's like, okay, Sagittarius isn't really going to leave me. I don't want to say somebody's in a cocky energy, okay? But somebody still feels like there's that open door to come in and talk to you. So I feel like this is your time. If you want Sagittarius to really put your foot down, I feel like this is your time to do it because somebody still feels like you have the door cracked open for them to get back in. What else? What else with the World in the reverse? This is also Capricorn energy. Three of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, somebody's heartbroken. I feel like somebody feels betrayed in a way. I feel like somebody feels betrayed by you and they're heartbroken because they can't believe that you finally really either broke up with them or really filed for a divorce. Yeah, and look, 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is your energy. You know you're coming out successful. You know you're coming out victorious. So this bank failure, before we even get to that card, I'm already seeing here that you won. So I don't know if somebody signed a prenup or something, or I don't know if just you know within your spirit that you're the one who's coming out feeling better at the end of this. You're the one who wasn't wrong. You're the one who was being fair the whole time, who didn't lie, who didn't cheat, who didn't feel like they had to be a player. You know what I mean? And I just feel like I'm already seeing somebody's money is looking funny while yours is succeeding. You won. You won, Sagittarius. It doesn't matter what happened between you and this person. You won. So it doesn't matter what they feel. What's anger management? What's anger management? Also, there was the Hermit in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, that's somebody that doesn't ever learn from their lessons. That's somebody who repeats the same cycles over and over again because they never sit with themselves on what they did and learn from it. They always like have a little like pity party to themselves. This is somebody that could really like act out when something goes wrong instead of learning from it. Seven of Pentacles here with anger management. A lot of you guys could have anger management problems just for the sheer fact that that's something that you're working on. You could have also be reflecting on your past of how somebody really brought you out your character. You could also be having memories about how this person has anger management. Let me see. What else with the Seven of Pentacles here? Because that's all, the Seven of Pentacles is all about like reflection, looking at how far you've come. That's why I was saying it really could be y'all energy. Okay. What else with anger management? Ace of Wands in the reverse. There's like, something isn't able, a lot of you guys feel like at one time, at one point in time, you were never going to be able to put this in your past. You weren't ever going to be able to manifest that, changing that anger in yourself, how somebody brings you into that character. I feel like a lot of you guys feel like you weren't ever going to be able to change that, but now you have finally put it in your past. And what's bank failure? What's bank failure? Y'all, please bear with me and hang on, because I'm telling you that last deck is everything. I try to make the readings like a little bit short, but I feel like when spirit is talking and moving through you, that's not really something you can control. And I try to get people to realize that. So I really, really value the people that actually do stay until the end. But anyways, bank failure with the Eight of Wands here. This is happening rapidly. So if somebody's trying to drain your bank account or you're losing money because of this person, it's happening fast, okay? Eight of Wands, Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The number 11 can be significant to somebody. Also, 11 plus the ace. The number 12 could be significant. All right. What else with bank failure? What else with bank failure? What else with bank failure? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, somebody lost their job. Somebody's either losing their job or they're losing hours. There's some type of decrease in their income, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody's over there fucked up. They're over there fucked up while you're coming out successful every time. What's burning evidence? Whoever you were involved with, I'm telling you, I feel like they really put you through the ringer. And that's why you're like, wow, this is how I really used to act out in the past. Or this is how I really used to get angry with this person. Seven of Cups in the reverse. You may have had a realistic moment to yourself when you had to realize something of yours could have got ruined or destroyed. And you had to sit with yourself like, I know this person burned something. It could have been something, a part of your evidence to bring into court, and this person could have burned it. Yeah, Ten of Cups. Some of you guys even have children with this person. And I feel like you really did want the long run with them, the long haul. The Ten of Cups is your wish fulfillment. Everything that you've ever yearned for in your life, everything that you've ever wanted in your life, you want it with this person. What's trash? Which trash? And I didn't even see the Six of Cups flew out over here. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of you guys could be going down memory lane. You could be having nostalgia moments of this person. I feel like your family was also like, your family could also be supporting you a lot at this time, Sagittarius, through what's going on with this person. They could see like, oh, you're having a rough time during this breakup, or wow, this was a lot for you. Maybe your family liked you guys together, so they're also taking it hard too. What else with trash? Which trash? Last two cards, y'all. Which trash? I guess that's still the burning evidence, right? Three of Pentacles. You could have your family members or friends. There could be somebody that is coming over and collabing with you and helping you get rid of some things. Maybe there's things you don't want to see anymore that remind you of this person. This could be also you getting rid of your old things and making space for the new, okay? Because remember, you're in that full like energy, so you're ready for all new things. So a lot of you guys really could be getting rid of old furniture, old clothes. What else with the Three of Pentacles? And you do have people that are supporting you through that and helping you with that as well. Some of you guys could be there's like old bottles and stuff on here. There could even be like dishware that you could be getting rid of. The King of Cups. That's coming out with insecure. So a lot of you guys could be insecure when it comes to really wooing your feelings and being like emotional and being emotionally available, okay? There could be some insecurity around that just for the sheer fact of what you've been through. There may even be something that you want to say to this person, but they make you feel like insecure in some type of way, okay? Oh, last two. The Eight of Swords in the reverse, you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then the Ten of Swords here, yeah. Heavy air sign energy. 10 of Swords, 3 Swords. The number 13 could be significant. Somebody's birthday could be the 13th. But yeah, you feel betrayed by this person, and you do feel like you were backstabbed time and time and time again. It's just like, it's been so many failures. You see how many arrows this man has in his body? Like, Sagittarius, whoever this person is that you were involved with, I just feel like it failed time and time again. And the Eight of Swords in the reverse, this is somebody who puts themselves in a mental prison and they overthink everything. Also, somebody likes to play victim a lot. This could be somebody who self-sabotages all the time. They play victim and they never have like that self-reflection time with themselves. That's why they got the Hermit in the reverse too. Somebody never does the self-reflection that they truly need. And that's just period. Let's see. We're going to hop into the last deck, get some specifics for y'all. This could be locations. This could be different cards. This could be people's letter, jobs, okay? So last but not least for Sagittarius. Puerto Rican, Mexican. Somebody could be Puerto Rican or Mexican, okay? What else for Sagittarius? Sometimes I cry and don't tell you. What else? What else for Sagittarius? What else do they need to know? See here. Let's give it a little shuffle here. Ford. Somebody could drive a Ford, you or them. Anything else? All right, cool. Can you forgive me yet? Yeah, that's why the World in the reverse came out. Somebody feels like the door is still cracked open. Somebody feels like that they still have the chance to earn your forgiveness and make amends with you. If you don't want that door open, you really need to finalize this and let this person know, like, yeah, I forgive you, but this still isn't a new opportunity for there to be an us again. You need to make that clear. Return to sender times 10, protect your energy. I'll probably never change my ways. And I feel like the fact that Spirit brought this out right after the can you forgive me yet, I feel like this is like a huge like, hey Sagittarius, like somebody is going to try to weasel their way back in, ask for your forgiveness, thinking that they still have that same access to you, but in the back of their mind they already know they're not going to change their ways. And then last but not least, we have BMW, and the letters J, K, or L could be significant. First, middle, last name, initials. Okay, so yeah, Sagittarius, don't fall for whatever this person is going to say to you, okay? If you were already going through the breakup, if you were already planning that divorce, if you were already in the midst of doing everything that you were doing, don't go back on what you've already arranged in your mind, what you have already settled with. Because I feel like this is the type of person that is like a trickster type of spirit, because they will look at you one day on Tuesday in a specific type of way, and on Wednesday they're looking at you in a different type of way. So yeah, please be aware of that. Sagittarius, this was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated in some type of way, and I hope you guys are enjoying your birthday season. If you want to book a personal with me in honor of your birthday season, I will give you a discount. So please feel free to message me, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all, and turn up for me for your birthday season. Bye, y'all.